Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be editing your photos that you've sent over to me. If you'd like to be featured in a future video where I'm going to edit your photo, you can send your photos to opticalwander@gmail.com. Today I'm going to be editing 5 photos that you've taken and we're going to run through it together. I will be using my presets and my creator bundle. There is a link in the description if you'd like to go and purchase that. And let's jump into it. We're going to throw screen record on and go here, here, new screen recording and record. Okay, so the first one here is a shot of a guy with his dog and a waterfall. It looks very serene, looks very nice. I think the way that I'm going to edit this one is I want to go for like a filmy vibe, something very filmic. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to use Land's Ending, which is quite a filmy preset that I use, and we're just going to do a bit of that and a bit of that, just to make it, I want to try and make this as filmy as possible. Now a lot of film has like this green tinge to it, so we're going to go down to the color grading and we're just going to change the midtones over towards like a greeny yellow vibe. Let's go to the midtones like this, increase the saturation. We don't want it too much, so let's just get the right color first. So we're going to go for like a greeny tinge there. Let's bring the saturation down and luminance down slightly, and then we're going to go to the shadows, and I'm going to make the shadows a little bit more warmer, but we're going to desaturate them like this and bring the luminance down. And then if we go over to the highlights, I'm then going to make the highlights blue. So I'm doing kind of the opposite way around. The shadows are going to be yellow and the highlights more blue like this. I think that's actually really nice. We can make it a little bit brighter. Before and after on the color grading there. Now what I'm going to do now to make this more filmy is I'm going to press Command E, which is going to take it straight over to good old Photoshop. Then I'm going to go into Creator Bundle, go into Photoshop Overlays, go to Film Overlays, and I'm going to drop a film overlay on. I think 20. Let's go with this one. I'm going to rotate it to fit. It would be very loosely, doesn't have to be exact. Press done. We're going to go to the blend mode. I'm going to change that to screen, and then just bring that down, bring the opacity down so it looks more natural. And then I'm going to go back into the film overlays and I'm going to get like a light leak just to show that maybe this one here. I'm going to add the light leak in. I'm going to stretch it over the entire image, probably a bit more than the entire image, because I want it to be subtle. Again, pressing done, going to the blend mode, putting screen, opacity, dropping it all the way down so it's very, very subtle, and I can actually increase that a bit more so it's a bit more natural like this. Just adding in that light leak as if there was an issue with the shot being taken. Done. Press Command S. That will then go back over to Lightroom and it should appear here. So if we go to the original, we'll reset that. That's the original, and that is the after. So before and after there, which is really nice. I like that. It's got that filmy vibe, which I really love. Moving on to the next one, which is this car one here. For this one, I'm going to use Sony Lover. I don't have the name of this person. When you do send over your images, please send over the image, but change the file name to your Instagram handle so that people watching can see who has taken the photo. So for this one, I'm going to go to Sony Lover. I'm going to select the car, so select the subject, and I'm going to have to go here, press minus for the brush, and I'm just going to go over the bits that I don't need. So all the red areas like here, I don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. I just want the car to be selected, and that is it. And I'm going to make the brush smaller, and I'm just going to go through the middle there because I only want the cars to be selected. I don't want anything else. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to press O so I can get rid of the color. If you want to add the color in so you can see where the brush is, you just press O. So I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to make it a little bit cooler, increase the highlights slightly, make it a bit sharper, a little bit less noise, add a bit of texture. Wow, that was difficult. Add some shadow just to make it pop a little bit more. Drop the contrast, increase the magenta slightly. I'm going to zoom in just to get some more info on the car. And let's go like there, because I want to try and retain as much as the natural color as possible. Obviously, I'm going to increase the whites to make it pop slightly. Then I'm going to press right click on the mask, duplicate and invert mask. I'm going to go to fit so I can see everything. And I'm going to make the background warmer. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I want to create separation between the subject and the background, just like that. And it's just going to accentuate the car more. And then I'm going to get a brush. I'm just going to make this bit a bit darker because it stands out a bit too much. I don't like it. Like that, like that. And then do another brush. And I'm just going to go over the reflection here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a little tiny bit brighter. Make it a little bit cooler. And a little bit more in focus. And there we have before, after, before, after. It just accentuates that car. Next one. Now you're probably going to see a common theme. I do absolutely love the preset Sony Lover. Probably because I shoot Sony. Probably because I'm obsessed with those colors at the moment. But all of the presets on this type of image, because the image is so well shot, is so good. The vibe is amazing. You've got the snow. You've got that cold, wintry vibe with a tram. Pretty much any preset you drop on this is going to add to the image. Any of the ones I've ever created, even this one, it adds like a cyberpunky feel, right? So it doesn't really matter which one you go for. It's all about subjectiveness, how you feel, what you like, what you don't like. Even like these ones here, like Dream State, changing the temperature on that, and just all of them. So I'm going to go with Sony Lover because it's my favorite right now, and just change the temperature, make it a little bit brighter, drop the highlights, go here, select the subject. It's going to select the tram in the middle, and we're going a bit of texture just to make it a bit sharper. So if you are uploading to Instagram or anything like that, it will accentuate the subject. Just going to do a little crop. I'm going to crop out the cars on the right, and I'm going to crop out the car on the left hand side, and make the subject the tram. And there we go. Maybe a bit more to the right. I think maybe like that would be nice. There we go. Nice and simple. Before and after on the screen. There we go. Next one, we've got a portrait one. Now I typically don't edit portraits. I don't really take portrait photography. It's something that I should probably try and go into a little bit more. But again, even Sony Lover would look great in this. But if we go down some of them, we can see, I think simple side slide, which is like a simple one, would look good. Or which was the one that I used to love using? Not Moody Feels. Is it Moody Feels that I used to like using? I did used to like using Moody Feels on portrait stuff if ever I did them, because you can get like a natural finish. I am gonna go Sony Lover because I know how to like work with it in my current mindset. I'm gonna select the subject, make her a little bit cooler, bit of highlight, adding a highlight, making it a little bit more brighter. Just ever so slightly going to get rid of the dehaze. And the one thing I want to do is I don't want the skin tones to be too orange, so I'm going to come down to the oranges here and just do that, just to make it look a little bit more natural, like so. And then I'm going to duplicate and invert. I'm going to make the background look a little bit more dreamy, a little more white, like this, like so. And I think that's very subtle, but I like it. It looks good. And then the last one, we will move on and we will go crop, original 16:9, like so. I love this shot. Really is such a good shot because you've got reflection, you've got lights, you've got so much going on. But again, it's all down to personal preference on how you want to edit an image. But my personal style, my personal workflow right now is Sony Lover, bam. And now as you can see, now I've made that, I've made it cooler, and the blues here on the right hand side have gone a little bit too much. They've gone a bit too turquoisey, a little bit too aqua. Don't like that, so we're going to come down to the colors. We're going to go to aqua, and we're just going to desaturate it. So it brings out the whites, because the brick wall is white and it's not turquoise. So I'm going to go with that, make it more natural. Up here we've kind of lost some of the colours up there, so we want to make sure that orange is now red again. Make it like this, a bit more red I think, like that. And then the right hand side of this frame, I'm going to do a linear gradient from the right hand side and just drop that, make it a little bit more darker. And I want the right hand side to be more red, more like a deep red colour. So let's go in there, drop the saturation slightly, and then we're going to get another linear graduated filter from the left hand side, make it a little bit darker ever so slightly, make it a little bit more cooler, and then drop the dehaze slightly. And I'm going to press select subject, hoping that it's going to select the guy here, but it has not. So I'm going to do brush, and I'm just going to loosely brush over the dude in the foreground. And all I'm going to do is just going to increase the exposure slightly, increase the dehaze, go towards the greens, towards the magentas, make him a little bit more cooler, like so. Drop the saturation slightly. And kind of happy with that. I don't know. Do I? There we go. That's better. I was like, what's wrong with it? It was too bright on the left hand side. Maybe a little bit less, just ever so slightly. I only want it to be subtle because it's a great photo. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that edit. If you do want to get featured on one of these videos, I upload them every Saturday. It's just me going through my workflow and how I would edit if they were my photos. If you are interested in getting your photo edited, then you can submit it to opticalwander@gmail.com. It's just here. Submit it there, and I'll choose 5 every Saturday to upload like this. We're going to have a look at the hashtag opticalwander over on Instagram, where you can show me the content you're creating and in turn inspire me and inspire others around the world. Okay, we are throwing a screen record on. We are up to 580,000 posts on the hashtag opticalwander. We're on the top page today. We're going to have a look at the recents in a moment. This tram shot here is really nice. That's in Zurich. This long exposure shot is really sick. This one here is really nice as well. Love the colors. And we'll go over to the recent as well. Let's go down. Black and white shot always wins for me. I picked up some film yesterday, some black and white film. I'm going to be doing some film POV, some film photography in Sydney. Going down, I do like this shot actually, really nice. Love the set, which is taken in Poland. This one here is really nice filmic vibe. This one here, isolating the subject. That's over in Perth. Really nice shot. Loving the fact you're using the light. And we will go with one more photo, and we'll go with this one. I like this. Nice street shot. Somebody in the right hand side with the umbrella, and it's just a great street shot overall. If you do want to get featured on this channel, you can use the hashtag opticalwander over on Instagram. Put it in your caption, and you might get the chance to be featured here. I'm uploading for 365 days for an entire year. So subscribe, notification bell, all of that good stuff. Create more, stress less, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. This is the last 20 seconds of the video. You can either go and watch this one here, or you can watch this one here, or you can press subscribe and obviously get notified when I upload every single video every single day for a year. It's a long time, very long time. I did pick up some film yesterday. It was pretty cool. I got some cine still. I've got some black and white stuff and also some other color from Fujifilm, which is pretty sick. So coming soon.